Hello, and welcome to the Tianjin Centennial Library. My name is Lance, and I'm a librarian here at Southwestern Adventist University. This video is part of a series where I talk about the library, how it works, and what skills you need to do research well. In this video, I will tell you about a few random but simple things you can do to make research easier and faster. Tip number 1 will help cut down on the amount of reading you may be doing. One of the format requirements for an academic journal article is that the start of the article must contain an abstract. An abstract is a brief summary of the article itself, including why the research was done, what methods were used, what the results were, and an overall conclusion. Reading just this first page will give you a good understanding of what the paper is about and if it will be useful as a source for your own paper. If you still need further information to make a decision, the next best thing to read will be the full conclusion at the end of the article. It will give you a little more information without being a ton more reading. Obviously, if you use the article in your paper, you will still need to go through and read the entire thing. But this will help you cut down on the amount of reading you're doing while trying to find sources. Tip number 2 is related to tip number 1. When you're looking for a book to use as a source, you don't have to read the entire thing to find out if it will be good to use in your paper. We have a few databases that provide access to book reviews. These book reviews will give a summary of the content and discuss its strengths and weaknesses. If you read these reviews, you can save a lot of time when trying to find a book to reference in your paper. Tip number 3 is to use a reference management tool. Some people like to have assistance when they're juggling all of the information they need to include in an academic paper. Zotero is an open-source browser add-on and Word extension that lets you collect and manage source information to more easily use references and citations. Citation Machine is a free, ad-supported website that lets you input details for a source into a form that will produce a correctly formatted bibliographic entry. It makes ensuring the proper use of punctuation and italics a lot simpler. Tip number 4 is to chew gum. Studies have shown that chewing mint gum while studying and while taking a test helps improve memory and recall, and it helps reduce anxiety. It's not an enormous effect, but it's enough to have a measurable, positive impact. Just remember to be polite and throw the gum in the trash when you're done. Tip number 5 is to take breaks. Studying is a marathon, not a sprint. You have an entire semester to get through, and pushing too hard can lead to burnout. For every hour you study, you should give yourself a 10 to 15-minute break. Do something to get your blood moving, like going for a walk. Get some water, look out the window, and let your eyes have a break from reading. Staying fresh while you study will make your work time more productive and will help you do better in the long run. These are just some of the little things you can do that don't seem like much, but will add up to a meaningful impact on your studies. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for listening, and don't forget that we have a bunch of other videos that can help you out. If you have any questions or need more help or information, don't hesitate to reach out to the library at the contact information on the screen.